Noong November 3, 2016, inimbitahan sa Malacanang ni Pangulong Duterte si NUR MISUARI na founding chairman ng MNLF o Moro National Liberation Front para alukin nito kaugnay ng peace talks at pinagsalita niya rin ito sa harapan. Ngayon, panoorin natin ang nakakakilabot na speech ni NUR MISUARI na hindi niya akalain na pagsasalitain siya sa harapan, na ang pinunta niya lang naman daw dito ay para makita ang presidente na kanyang nire-respeto at pinagkakatiwalaan at para na rin tumugon sa imbitasyon ng Pangulo.
It is with great happiness that I announce to the nation that Chairman NUR MISUARI, our brother who heads the MNLF, has finally decided to just accept my invitation for him to talk to us. He has obliged, and we are very grateful. And I would like to assure Brother NUR, that there is never an intention to deprive you of your liberty. So far as we can remember, when I was Vice Mayor, you were touring Mindanao, and I accepted you with open arms, and I said that maybe someday we can finally talk about peace. And little did I know, Brother NUR, that by the grace of Allah, I became the President of this Republic. And in the twilight of our years, we would be able to talk about the problem of our country, the revolution that you have led all these years, and finally understanding on a common ground with government. And that I assure you, I said, as you have narrated, we will come up with the modality and then, of course, how to place us in our proper homeland, our Mindanao, and that we will talk about the Bangsamoro Authority. We are ready for that, Brother NUR, and as a matter of fact, I said, I was elected for 6 years, but I told Congress if they're able to craft a territorial structure for the federal government, so we would like to ask that we work together with our Moro brothers and create a country that is really, that is just and that is good, and that would be for the next generations to come. I would like you to just say a few words, and we can maybe ask, maybe we can ask questions later. But this is a podium address being used by the President, you know that, because you also once upon a time a cabinet member. May I ask you to just give a short talk using the podium of the President of the Republic of the Philippines. May I, Chairman Brother NUR?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. I began my statement with this universal greetings of peace of the Islamic world, because peace is of most vital humanitarian value to us. I came here just to see the President, not thinking that I would be having this press conference, because I came here only in answer to the invitation of the President, the man whom I respect and trust. For I believe, as I said during the campaign, that is one single man who can provide solution to the problem of peace and order in our homeland. I'm not so sure about Visayas and Luzon, but our homeland of Mindanao, because that's the place where I was born, that's the place where I intend to die. I told our dear brother, the President, I was already determined to stay put in the mountains, were it not for his call, were it not for his invitation. It's just I cannot reject his invitation because I respect him too much. And now I came here to thank him. First also for restoring my freedom, if only partially. Now I am so happy to be free again. Owing to the initiative of our President. My first impulse was, I told Secretary Durisa, I said, I would rather let the President speak for us. How often did groups of media people try to convince me to welcome them in my camp, except for Al Jazeera, which was commissioned by the CNN, another two, ABS-CBN, and I don't know, another international media organization. I welcome them there. Because I am sorry to say this, I'm not happy with the performance of some media people. They distort my statement. And some of them are insisting, before they used to insist, MNLF is a spent force. When the September 9 Zamboanga war came, President Pinoy was asked, Mr. President, with this war, can you still say that? No, 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 no. Missouri is strong. MNLF is still alive. And now they are saying, mouthing the German propagandists, repeating lies and lies and lies. That this group of traitors called Executive Committee of 15, they said, is the biggest group. Sometimes MNLF. No, sir. Not even one barangay of my people in can they match in Holo. They only have handful of people. Even right now, you can ask Jimurad himself, how many thousands of his forces, how many thousands of his arms have been brought back to us? You can ask my brother here, one of my commanders from Lanao, from Cotabato. He will tell you, most of their fighters are already with me. And even the BIFF have told me, Brother Noel, if you go to war, count on us. BIFF. Ask somebody to dispute this. And now I came here, foremost in my mind is, how can we help our president finish his job through to the end of his 6-year term? Because I know for a fact that he will not abandon his pledge to the people. He said, I'll give you peace, peace in Mindanao. Is that so, Mr. President? So I support him for that. When he said, Brother, no, why don't you move against Abu Sayyaf? So I started moving. First, I sent 1,700 of my forces, my inner security, to the eastern part. And we cordoned off the position of the Abu Sayyaf. Abu Sayyaf. They said, no, we give you. We return back. So the 10. But some people, enterprising people, when they came to offer them some money and claim in the media there, we were the ones. No, sir, no. With due respect to the armed forces, even the 2 that they got, they will only spill over from us. One of them swam during dark pitch night to the sea because they were guided. He was guided by flickering light of fishermen. Then when he reached them, where do you want to go? We want to go to the MNLF. So he was brought there. From there, he was sent over to the armed forces of the Philippines. They told me, there are other 2. So I asked them to scourge the whole mangrove areas, etc. We could not find. Later on, he showed up in the highway, and the armed forces came. But this was part of the work I did. That's the thing I want to say. I want people to be truthful about things. If you want us to be fair with you, you want us to deal with you, please be fair with us. Just tell the truth, simple truth. And secondly, about this campaign against drug, one of my commanders, I was telling Secretary Durisa, while we were flying from Holo to Manila, I told him one of my commanders has written me a report saying, Kaji, addressing me. Every time I finish my prayers in the morning prayers, I go to the balcony of my humble house, overlooking the highway in Holo. Every time I see people, young people, in the prime of their life, walking like ancient people or what, I say, what's the cause? Drugs. They are destroying our children, our youth. Who will succeed us after this? When our citizens are already destroyed by these drugs. To us, I've always been saying that drug is a restless, creeping threat to humanity. International organization is spending billions and billions and produce no result at all. This is one of the biggest source of crimes to humanity, these drugs. And apart from that, I was also saying that since Malaysia is the one who is involved in this kidnapping for ransom. Probably one day I will drag their leaders into the International Criminal Court. I have all the evidences in my hands. My people are everywhere. And besides, they cannot escape because they are hiring my own people. Even Sipadan, they hired my cadre officers because they offered them millions. And then they have the goal to ask one of my nephews here, we want to see the chairman. They suggested Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, Makkah. And then they said, we'll meet at his camp. I said, then recently they said, let us advance our meeting in Indonesia. He is one of my members of my delegation now. I said, stop it. I don't have the heart to see these people. After they make this conspiracy to destroy the honor and integrity of my people. So I want to stop here. Just allow me to reiterate my sense of gratitude to the President and my promise that should he need our cooperation in his campaign for peace, you can count on us, Mr. President, inshallah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.